Hello, back to cabling. So in this class, in this exercise, in this video, what I would like to talk to you about is how to tape and remove cable that has been taped down. Nothing we do in this theater is permanent. Everything that we do is going to come back up at some point. So when we tape something down, we absolutely want to make it so that we can recover that we can take that tape up and hopefully not leave a lot of tape all over the cable. We'll use the cable in a variety of different ways, and to have all that tape stuck on there, it's just inefficient and it's ugly, and we will spend a lot of time removing tape from cable if we're not careful in how we do it. So what I have here are 3 pieces of cable that have been run along the floor. The first thing that I would like to do is to go ahead and straighten them out a little bit. I'm going to pull any of the twists that might be in it and make sure that they are out of my way, right? The next thing that I would like to do is to organize them. I would like them all to run nice and straight and orderly, so that they don't cross each other a lot and make lumps in the floor. So I'm going to pull that one out and make sure that it's run nice and straight. Yep. So I have a speaker cable, a data cable, and a power cable, all of which would be very, very common that we may need to tape down. Please note that I am taping to a floor. We will never ever tape cable to a wall. Gaffer's tape, duct tape, whatever you would like to call it, I know it is gaffer's tape, has no structure to it. It is not structurally sound. It will not hold things in a vertical position. If we're doing that, we need to use a screw or a glue or a tie line or some other method to support the cable. Taping cable to a wall is never an option, ever. Okay, so here we go. We've lined all of our cables up and they're nice and neat. And I'm just going to tape this little section across here, right, and tape it down so that it doesn't become a trip hazard for anyone that's walking by. The first thing that I would like to do is to get my gaff tape, and I'm just going to tear off a few little pieces. Not very long, 6-8 inches long. Let's see if I can slide closer. Right? So just a short piece. And when I apply that tape, I'm just going to apply it. I'm going to start in the center. It doesn't matter where you start. And all I'm going to do is tape my organized cable down just straight across the cable. Yeah? Now I'm going to go ahead and take off a couple more of those. Right? I'm going to go to the beginning of my cable where it crosses. And I'm going to do the same thing, just keeping my cable nice and organized and flat so that they all run next to each other and they all stay parallel. Let's do one more at the end. So what we've done here is we've actually laid this cable out so that it's nice and neat. It has its lowest profile. It's not going to be a trip hazard for those that are walking over top of it. It's going to stay securely in place and secure in its neatness. It will not get bunched up, wadded up, knotted up, or otherwise disrupted. So now that I've secured it so that all the runs are nice and flat, now I can go through and secure it along its length with some long strips of tape. Now the width of my cable is significantly wider than the width of my tape. So I can see now it's going to take 2 strips of gaff tape in order to tape this cable down. My first one is going to go near the middle of the cable bundle. Right? So I'm just taping over half of the yellow one. Yeah, and taping to the floor. I continue doing that until I reach the end. And tear my tape. Rubbing the tape deeply into the floor and into the cable so it will stick. Now, my next piece of tape will go on the other side. And what I'll do is I'll overlap the first piece of long tape that I ran. Yes, just a little bit. And stick the other side down to the floor on the other side of the cable bundle. And I will continue running that, overlapping the first piece of long tape and sticking it to the floor until I reach the end, and I'll tear it off. That is how you would tape cable to the floor. It's now secure, it's not going anywhere, it'll remain neat, and you've used a minimum of tape. That's it for taping cable to the floor.